Hey, I'm out for me to make noise.
Citizen.
He has love for bells.
I smell and see mischief. You know, and yesterday when you're talking about Macbeth, it just strikes that. I just remember one line, and the
which
sailor's
line is
wife had chestnuts in her lap. But the next line I cannot say because the kids are still on their way to school. You know.
Why would that not be the line he remembers? Anyway. Is that a dagger I see before me? Birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN everywhere you go, and Bank of Africa, the African bank with a global reach. Bank of Africa, strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Charlie, today the birthdays, some be tick. It be a tick.
We're celebrating some major milestones here, but before we get into them, this is the time where I wish to wish our brother, our friend, our main man behind the consoles in the production area, the backbone, the man, Dennis Ofair, who's known better in real life as
Dennis
Fair boy.
Fair boy.
You know, the darkest fair boy we could ever get in this side of town.
Yes.
Dennis.
Invisible during Doomsaw.
Yes.
Dennis,
exactly.
the fair boy.
Dennis attended Presec, and that's the reason why I guess all of us are in some shade of blue of some sort. So, by the veto power that I have assumed for these 5 minutes, I wish to humbly request of Mr. Ken Ansa, who received an award at the CEO, awards.
Yes.
To provide
as CEO of the year. By the way,
CEO of the year.
Yes.
To provide brunch.
Yes.
Brunch spelled in capital letters for the team on behalf of Dennis Fairboy. Are we saying hallelujah?
Amen. Amen, my brother. We are in full concord on that matter. All right. Listen, today also happens to be the birthday of a very, very special lady, Nana Yeboah.
Nana Yeboah, happy blessed birthday to you. You know what I admire about Nana is that she was in banking and she took a bold step to go into, entrepreneurship, and she's done so well. Founder of That's Vogue, she does fabric business and she's doing so well.
Absolutely.
Nana Adobia Yeboah.
She's a big name in fabric.
Big name, as in BEEEEG. Okay, and also I wish to wish, well, Sichofa Hewlett Tamaklo. Sichofa Hewlett Tamaklo has hit that golden milestone of 5.0. And what do we say? It's a K. It's a KK. It's a K. And it's a K, y'all.
I'm told that.
Look at my face. Could you hold on? Sichofa.
That's what I was going to do. Exactly what I was going to do.
Let me do this.
I'm waiting for Kenansen's branch, and until
don't
then,
wait for that.
my
but let me just do this one.
Distorted. Sichopa Hewlett Tamaklo at 5.0.
Yes, and a happy birthday to Kofi Siabi, who is head of marketing at CalBank, wishing you a joyous celebration from team marketing, management, and staff of CalBank PLC, and also from Samuel Tete Watson to you.
Yes. So I was taught that if you want to do the sound well, just imagine that you are blowing some hair off something,
so blowing some hair off what?
Something that doesn't need hair.
Sichopa. Okay, and this is a great day because you have one more or two more shouts. Please go ahead.
All right. First of all, it's June, the month of June.
Yes.
So our very own Renee Apedo, her entire family is celebrating their birthday. So we'll be doing them one by one. This one says, Madam Sylvia Aku Flashida of Medina Estate.
I love the name. Say that again.
Flashida.
Oh, I love that.
And their message to her is that you're the reason we are. You're the reason we smile. You made us believe in us, and we wish to have you as our mother every time we are reborn.
Special birthday shouts as well.
It's from Hammond, Anita, Eunice, Renee, and the grandchildren.
Okay, special birthday shouts as well. Going to Theodore Clerk, Nicholas Clerk, and their daughter Georgette Clerk. Ruth Amenu and Faustina Osei from the class of 1979 of University Primary. Send that one. And happy blessed birthday to all of you.
All right.
And
very quickly, happy birthday to budding lawyer Abna Kilson of UCC Law School. She's the vice president of the Law Students Association there. And happy birthday to Reverend Ima Ida Graham, priest in charge at St. James Anglican Church in Anya.
Of course, to the Gubana of Tamale and the Nene Kranting Kabu, the first of Adan traditional area,
yes,
founder
indeed.
of the Magdan Aviation, who brought us the Magdan Private Jet Lounge, Dr. Daniel Macaulay.
We were going to save that for later. But yes, indeed. Happy birthday to him.
And the reason why I'm
today.
bringing that up is because we have a special Daddy Code production coming from there on Saturday.
More on that later. Birthday messages on Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN everywhere you go. And Bank of Africa, the African bank with a global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. The Joy Sports Center now brought to you by MTN. And everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. Allianz Life Insurance, we secure your future. DSTV, it's your moment. And Peugeot from Silver Star Auto.
And at Total Energies, we continuously innovate, and that's why we've redesigned our lubricant bottle into a modern and premium pack. The new Total Energies lubricant bottle is user-friendly with big side handle, which makes it easy to carry and pour. The cap is redesigned to avoid leaks and splashes when pouring, hence less oil loss. And the new label, inspired by a car dashboard, has a QR code and displays product, marketing, and technical information for easy selection of the right product. Now, this is performance at first sight, same superior quality oil in a modern and premium bottle. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
Now, there are 100 more reasons to buy your airtime with MTN Momo. It's really simple. Momo is giving you back 100% bonus whenever you buy airtime from your wallet, and that's 2 times the airtime you need. You can schedule your airtime purchase of any amount, daily, weekly, or monthly by dialing *170# option 3 and following the process, or simply dialing *170*311# for a superb airtime purchase experience. So whether you're scheduling tomorrow's airtime today or buying airtime when you need it on *170# or *170*311#, you get a 100% bonus airtime, so you can make twice as many calls and catch up with the gist. Only on MTN Momo.
Bank more, score more. Bank more,
score more.
So did you know that you could get to watch Mo Salah and Sadio Mane of Liverpool play live at Anfield? That's if Sadio Mane is still there next season. But it's possible with Standard Chartered Bank More, Score More promotion. It's simple. Download the SC Mobile Ghana app, open an account, fund with 100 Ghana cedis or more, and you get to win points. Continue to transact and win more points in the Standard Chartered Virtual League. If you're already a customer, all you have to do is transact and win points, and the overall winner gets an all-expense-paid trip for 2 to Anfield to watch Liverpool play. Remember, the more you bank with Standard Chartered, the more you score and get the opportunity to go to Anfield. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered,
here for good. So, considering that this morning we've been going on and on about some pronunciations of ever names, there's an ever name coming up, and that will be our lead story, and that will be Azamati. Azamati. How many syllables? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Sichupa Azamati. I just hope I'm doing well. But because of the space within which Azamati finds himself, we get people who say Azamati. Well, that's for later. But thank you for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show. My name is Nathaniel Atto, and I'm bringing you a big dose of sport this morning on the Joy Sports Center. Let's get into the business now, shall we? And National 100 meters record holder Benjamin Azamati will today be competing in the 100 meters event in the Oslo leg of the Wonder Diamond League Athletics event. Now, he will come up against the likes of 6-time gold medalist Andre de Grasse and previous 100 meters African record holder Simbe Akani. Azamati, who is currently 4th in terms of who is the fastest in the world with a time of 9.90 seconds, will be the first Ghanaian competing in the Bislett Games since 2005. George Addo Jr. is there in Oslo, Norway, and has been analyzing the chances of the 24-year-old.
I think for Azamati, it's more about having the experience, but he has what it takes to even win the race. If he has a great day, he has what it takes. Because what have they run? Let me just go through what we have here in terms of the starting 8, the starting 6. Sibini Akani, the South African who finished 2nd in the just ended Africa Athletics Championships, ran 9.93 seconds alongside Fredo Manyala. And even that was a photo finish, give you an idea of that. I mean, Prescott, we are talking about Reece Prescott, the United Kingdom man, has run 9.93 seconds as well. Andy de Grasse himself, he is a specialist in not running good times during the meets, but doing very well when it comes to big competitions. So sometimes you don't want to take the kind of times that he's making, but he's run 10.1 seconds, obviously. You go and run Browning as well as run, I think, 10.12 seconds. So even if you look at it in terms of form, you will think that Akani and Benjamin Azamati have what it takes to go in there. You just cannot predict Andy DeFrance. If Benjamin Azamati is able to finish in the top 3, that will be absolutely great news. If he's able to win it, that's totally out of the imagination. So he's coming here, I think, with the first plan to have the experience and get a feel, get a level of where he really is when he's going up with the big boys.
Also, George Addo Jr. is our competition correspondent there in Oslo, Norway. Well, Ade Adedoyin is with our partners, the BBC, and he wants Azamati to make the best of the Bislett Games ahead of this year's Commonwealth Games and World Athletics Championships.
It's very, very difficult to make that transition from being a talented youngster to competing on the circuit and doing it regularly. I think even Usain Bolt said this. He was a phenom, Usain Bolt, as a junior athlete. When he made the transition to the senior ranks, it took a few years to get used to it. It's not, remember the World Championships or Commonwealth Games, it's not about a one-off race. It's about going through the rounds. It's about dealing with the pressure, the expectation. You're competing on a higher stage. And it's that kind of experience that you need, I think, to gather before you see the full potential. Clearly, he's very talented. If you're running sub 10, you've got talent and you're good enough to be there. But what you need is the experience of doing it on the circuit, doing it at high level, doing it when you've got Andre de Grasse next to you, or doing it when you've got Akani Simbini on the other side. It was interesting when I spoke to Simbini. He said he was in one race where Justin Gatlin was on one side, Usain Bolt was on the other side, and there's a lot of stress. But the more you do it, the more you compete at that level, the more you get used to it. And that's the same thing as regards your man. Definitely got the talent, but the more he competes at this level and meets like the Diamond League, the more experience he will get. And then when you line up on there, you don't feel like you're glad to be here. You feel like you belong here. And once you develop that kind of mentality, success then comes.
Greetings to all who are following the Joy Sports Center and the Super Morning Show on our live stream on our official Facebook wall, Joy99.7FM, and also on My Joy Online TV on YouTube. Let's get down to more stories. You just heard the BBC's Ade Adedoyin there in Oslo, Norway. From Oslo, Norway, we go over to Doha, Qatar, where we're just 158 days away from the 2022 FIFA World Cup, one of a kind which will be held between club seasons, leaving little room for preparations by national teams. Now, Gary Smith is currently in Doha and knows how close the Arab state is to welcoming at least 1 million people from all over the world for this global showpiece.
Well, they are ready. They are ready. Just like with any other World Cup or most other World Cups that we know, Nathaniel, there are just a few, bolts and nuts to tie up, get into the end of the tournament. But apart from that, most of the facilities, like the facility that we went to, it's 100% ready. And in terms of the hotels today, we were shown some of the bookings and the lodgings that fans can be expecting. We're finally able to find out that the cheapest hotel will be $80. So $80 will be the cheapest all the way to whichever line should be. And so there are different categories of accommodation. So, they have the apartments, they have the suites if you want. There will be tents in the deserts for those who want that experience. On the Arabian coast, there will be ships that will be docking there and they'll be acting as hotels. Then there'll be shuttles from the ships that will bring you into town to come and watch the matches, and then you go and sleep back on the ship again. So it's going to be a World Cup unlike any other for one reason. Different tournaments, even when we hosted the AFCON in Ghana, we had 4 venues. That was Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, and Takoradi. This World Cup will literally be in one place. So this is the first time in the history of the World Cup that, Nathaniel, if you come to Doha, it is possible you can watch 2 or 3 games in the same day in the World Cup. How cool would that be?
All right, thank you very much, Gary Smith. And Gary will be bringing us some more in terms of updates, because some journalists are touring various venues and some facilities that have been put up for the FIFA World Cup. Well, let's talk about the Black Stars, who are looking forward to the big decisions that will be taken by head coach Otto Addo. Now, one player who's looking forward to being on the favor side of these decisions is Majid Ashimero, who is a defender of Anderlecht. Now, he missed out on recent invitations due to injuries. Now, Ashimeru has been a very key player in the Anderlecht side for the last season and is hoping that these performances will get him a place in the FIFA World Cup squad by the Black Stars for November.
I'm a full Ghanaian. I support the Black Stars. I support their decision. I don't know the kind of player they want, and I'm fully Ghanaian. I will never say if I get a call from them I won't come. I really appreciate them calling me to come.
And is the World Cup in your plans?
Everyone's plan. I mean, every footballer wants to go, and you have to earn it. You have to put in more hard work to be there. The guys over there, I think they all deserve it. Everyone is doing his own thing in his team, so I believe everyone wants to go to the World Cup, but you have to earn it. So yeah, I'll make sure I do what I can to earn it.
Majid Ashimeru plays for Anderlecht. Now, Black Stars forwards Kamaldeen Sulemana and Felix Afenajan have been named in a 100-man shortlist for the 2022 Golden Boy Award. Now, the pair will compete with some of the brightest talents in the world for the top award at the end of the year. The list will be pruned along the line with the best player who will be named below the age of 21 at the end of the year. The award is given by Italian sports portal Tutto Sport. Now, that's it for your Joy Sports Center, but please do remember that there's a big game coming up at the Accra Sports Stadium tomorrow, the Calcio Trade Ball All-Star Game that will feature some players of the Black Stars and most of our talents that have had Italy as a nurturing ground, as a ground that will give them light and will give them a place to shine. So, Arthur Legacy, the BAC group, and the multimedia group collaborating to bring this very big one this weekend. It sure is going to be wonderful. So, Calcio Trade Ball business happening. And of course, you have to watch this space, follow our social media handles, and you're going to get information on how to get your tickets and get yourself to watch that big showpiece. Remember, there is, we're in the lean season of football, and you need to see some wonderful stuff. We only get to see them, hear of them on the Joy Sports Center, but you can feel them at close range, take some pictures with them and all of that. So let's be a part of the Cultural Trade Ball, and we're going to be sharing some more details as we go along. Shall we pronounce the name again? Sichupa.
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 Happy 50th birthday to you.
Bye-bye.
Sichupa.
Bye-bye.
You let Tamaklo.
Thank you very much, Nathaniel, for joining us with the Sports Center here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And happy birthday to you, Ronnie Efriye, who's the head media and strategy